Hello, welcome back to my channel. This episode is about insulation. I've just been and picked up two 8x4 sheets of insulation board. I've always called it Celotex, but that's obviously the brand name. This is from Parker's. Anyway, I'm going to focus on the ceiling. So, this silver foil already came with the van when I initially bought it. As well as all the walls had Celotex in. So all I did was put this foil on the walls, and I had this Celotex here on my ceiling. But I'm going to use that on the floor, and I've bought these two sheets for the ceiling. Now what I've done on the rafters, on the cross members of these, the ceiling supports, I did have batten. I did just have ordinary batten on those, but I just figured out that if I put some planks, then the insulation can tuck behind the plank, and that will hold it up, as you can see here. So you don't have to glue or stick the Celotex, the insulation board into the van. It will tuck behind these planks. And then I've got the foil tape, which I'm going to cover over all the wood and all the joints for my vapor barrier. On the walls, like I've mentioned, I've got Celotex in the walls, so I'll use the bubble wrap as my foil, as my vapor barrier. So, yeah, here we go. I find the best thing to use to cut Celotex is a jigsaw. I would also suggest wearing a mask. So after a bit of fiddling around, I've got it so that it's almost a nice friction fit. But also something to think about. If it's too tight, it creaks, and I'm worried that it will just always be creaking whenever the van's driving around or moving around. So you want it to be quite tight, but not too tight. Okay, now let's fit this. Here's an example if you cut this stuff too tight. So this sounds okay. This one, get to this one, that would drive me crazy. So I'm going to take this plank off and just give that edge of this insulation board a trim. That's better. No creaking. That would drive me mental. For this far back section, I've secured these pieces of wood, 34 by 34 I think they are. I've screwed them and fitted them to this. And here's one I made earlier. This is going to be mounted to those pieces of wood like that. So then I can sit the insulation board in underneath that. That's what I've done. Let's see if it works. here is the difference between doing something properly and taking your time and not. So this is how I've done it now. I'm really pleased with it. I've got all the insulation boarding behind these planks. They're not going anywhere. They're not creaking or anything. They're all sealed in with this foil tape. Very good vapor barrier. And then over here you can see what I did before. So it was all kind of the wrong size and just held in by tape. So I'm going to be redoing all of that. Just going to hopefully do this van properly and as professional as I can. But I'm going to get a big skylight in here, replace that little one with a big one. So I'm going to leave that for now. But there's my ceiling. My ceiling's pretty much done. Now I can buy my, well, once I've got the skylight in, I can buy all my tongue and groove pine, which is going to go on the ceiling and the walls. Happy with that. Hopefully going to start on the floor now. But rip everything out, go and buy some long pieces of wood, and then I've got lots of Celotex left over there and down there for the floor. Might be enough, we'll see. Okay, so I haven't done much filming because it's been pretty boring, but this is where I'm up to. So I've made all the framework out of wood. Haven't quite finished the framework at the end yet, but put all the Celotex in. I'm now going to seal up all the joins and all the edges with foil tape. So all the framework and Celotex is on the floor. I'm now going to tape up all the joins with foil tape. Here we go. So pretty much finished my floor now. I've got a cable to hide here under the insulation, that's for my reversing camera. And then I'll seal off the edges with the foil tape. But yeah, the floor's done. Just got to buy another sheet of 18mm ply for the back. And then the floor's done. So yeah, make sure you've got a good vapor barrier. Use all this foil tape on all the joins, all the wood, cover everything, because every bit of moisture that we produce, or either just from breathing or cooking, you want to prevent that getting to the metal as best you can. If it doesn't, then you'll get condensation on all the metal and it will rust and rot. So yeah, so my vapor barrier is what comes with your Celotex and the foil. That's on my floor. On the walls I've got, I'll show you over here, Celotex behind the walls, and then I'm using the foil as my vapor barrier on the walls. The ceiling is like the floor, foil first, then Celotex and foil tape. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll get back to you, all your comments. See you soon.